Today's video is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Make sure you protect your comic book investment for as little as $10 by pressing them with comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Make sure you use my promo code BERK54 for free shipping back to you. Again, it's comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Hey guys, I'm Steve, and this is a Burke Family 54 Comics channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over what books I'm sending to Eric over at comicbook_pressing to be pressed before I submit them to CGC. So let's go ahead and kick things off here. I got about 6 or 7 books I want to say. First up, I'm going to show off a book that I recently just got from Mark Spector Comics. It is TMNT number 51, the first appearance of Jenica. Now, I do have her first appearance as a turtle right here, TMNT 95 and a 9/8. I'm hoping for 9.8s or 9.6s for all of these books. I think they're all pretty pristine. This book only has like one very minor tick that is non-color breaking that I think can be pressed out. And yeah, after it gets pressed out, I'm hoping for a 9.8. Again, this is TMNT number 51, the first appearance of Jenica. That is the first book I'm sending to Eric at comicbook_pressing. Next up, we have a Clayton Crane book that I'm hoping to actually get signed by him when he comes to visit my LCS. We have Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 1, the Clayton Crane Virgin variant. This is beautiful. It's really awesome. I will say that like all of these are modern books, and you know, everyone's like, why are you pressing modern books? Well, sometimes you can get some like waves in them or just some very small creases or ticks that can be pressed out, and Eric, again, for comicbook_pressing, does an amazing job pressing books, so that's why I'm sending him all of these. Everyone should be checking him out. Again, on Instagram, it's comicbook_pressing. Again, this is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 1, the Clayton Crane Virgin variant that I'm hoping to get Crane to sign and send it over to CGC. Next book up is a book that was A-okayed to me by a very good friend of mine. It is Carlito Classico. He sent me a book on my top 10 books that I would like to acquire this year for 2020. It is Another Key. We got Flash 197, the first appearance of Zoom, which was in season 2 of the Flash TV show. I think this book is definitely in a 9.6 or near mint condition. It is absolutely gorgeous. I am hoping for a high grade on it. Thank you so much again to Carlito for A-okaying this to me, and I cannot wait to get it back from being pressed and send it over to CGC. All right, guys, we got 4 more books coming up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show off these ones. I'm going to save the bigger ones for last. Next up, we have Thor Number Two. This is a first appearance, or first cameo appearance, it's said to be, of the Black Winter. This book is in pretty good condition. There are several non-color breaking spine ticks. There might just be one very, very small color breaking one, but it looks pretty pristine. And I think after a press, I think it could come back a 9.6 or a 9.8. I have every book in this Thor run, and this one is jumping up in price. I definitely want to protect it by getting it pressed and send it off to CGC so it gets encapsulated and protected. So again, this is Thor Number 2, the first cameo appearance of the Black Winter. And then, obviously, I already talked about it, saying I did have it. This is Thor Number 5, the first full appearance of the Black Winter. This is another pristine book. I think it's minty fresh. There's one very, very, very small, you can hardly even tell, spine tick. Like, you can barely tell it's there. And maybe there might be 1 or 2 more non-color breaking ones that can be pressed out. I still think it's a 9.8 candidate, no doubt about it. It is absolutely beautiful. This is Thor Number 5, the first full appearance of the Black Winter. And again, I want to protect it and get it encapsulated. So I'm going to, again, send it off to Eric over at comicbook_pressing on Instagram to get it pressed and send it over to be graded. All right, we got 2 more books left. Pretty big ones, in my opinion at least. go off of the most recent one. Honestly, this probably doesn't even really need press, but there are a few waves in it, which is very common with a new book. And this is Dark Knights Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knights #1, the first full appearance of the Robin King. This book is absolutely awesome. I loved everything about this book. I loved every single story. I thought it was great, and it's a book that just came out, and it's kind of hot right now, but I'm a DC guy, if you couldn't tell. So I definitely want to, make sure it's protected by sending it over to be pressed and send it over to CGC. So yeah, again, it's Legends of the Dark Knights #1, first full appearance of the Robin King. Okay, we got one last book here, and it is definitely the biggest of all of them. This has some color waves in it that can again be pressed out. Outside of that, I mean, it's pretty pristine. I think it's definitely a 9.6 and 9.8 candidate. We got Venom #3, the third print, the first full appearance of Noel, and you get that first cover appearance as well. Everyone is hunting for this book. I got it at a great price of I want to say $110 plus tax. It is awesome. I cannot wait to see what it looks like after it gets pressed and send it over to CGC. This is a book I've been meaning to send off for a while, but I just wanted to wait until I had several other books I could send with it. So again, this is Venom #3, first full appearance of Noel, and it's the third print, so you get that first cover appearance as well. So those are my 7 books that I'm sending over to CGC, to be pressed by comicbook_pressing on Instagram before I send them to CGC. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of these awesome books, which ones you guys have, and what are some other keys that just came out that I should acquire. All of that and more. Again, my name is Steve, and this is the Burke Family 54 Comics channel. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time.